Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, episode 47 of Guess the Trade. Today is going to be a reload episode, so if you're new to this, a reload episode is no different than our other episodes. We're still looking at loadouts, but it's basically someone who has already sent in a loadout. We've already guessed what their trade is. We already know what it is that they do, but they've got a new tool bag, new setup of some kind. They're sharing that with us. Again, I think we can always learn from that as well. But before we jump into those, let's talk about episode 46, where we looked at Will, or WM Rivera 01. He had that TP6B with mostly Milwaukee tools, but a few other tools in there as well. A lot of really great tools. What was it that he did with those tools? Well, he said that he was in commercial facilities maintenance. He said he worked for a company that was golf and fitness, kind of multiple locations and things like that. Said he did everything from toilets to irrigation, from 12 volt to 480 volts. So lots of different things in there. So a lot of people kind of guessed general maintenance. I even think there was some industrial maintenance. So basically he does a lot of different things. So he's going to fit a lot of different of those guesses. So I think a lot of people were kind of in the right idea, but I appreciate you sharing that with us, Will. Really great loadout, lots of nice tools. So today, again, we're going to get into some reload episodes. And the first one that we're going to look at is P. He was back in episode 7. He had a TPLC that we looked at, and we learned that he was a general contractor. Well, today we're going to be looking at a TPXD, I believe it is, along with a tool belt and a DP3, I think. So lots of things we're going to look at. And then at the end, he gave me an email that kind of said what he did with each one. So I'll share that with you as well. But let's go ahead and jump into P's new setup and check out those tools. So we get into the first picture. We're looking at these bags. I think now that I'm looking at it, I believe it is the TPLD and not the XD. Maybe we'll see the name on it, but that actually looks like my TPLD. Along with, he's got the DP3. Same exact thing I bought at Spring Promotion was these two bags, and then I ended up getting my SBLD with the MB5B. So this combination is what I ended up getting. So here's the outside of those two bags. Looks like he also runs Milwaukee Packout. You can kind of see that in the background. I think this is on a Milwaukee table saw, so he has that as well. So we'll go on. So here's one side of the bag over here. Looks like he has I want to say he had snap-on lights. I'm not sure if that's snap-on or not, but we'll see here in a minute. I think he's also rocking maybe crocodile wipes over there. So he's got a lot of the same stuff that I use. Holta-Force pencil, Klein flip sockets, metric SAE, Purdy scraper, fold-out scraper, Blue Monster tape. So there's that side. Back here, I think this is the tablet area possibly. Looks like he's got a Baco. I can tell that by that number, 9029R, along with a magnetic mat. Looks like Klein Precision Driver, Sharpie. So he's got those there. Here's the other side of the bag, vessel bit holders. I've thought about getting those vessel bit holders a few times just because I'm a big vessel tool fan. But ever since I got the Vera Tool Check Plus, I tend to use it all the time for my bits. I absolutely love it. So I'm kind of glad that I got that. And P's actually the one that ended up sending that to me. So he's got a vessel in here. I know some of you've got that. Let me know in the comments below what your feedback is on the vessel bits along with the bit case. I don't really have a lot of vessel bits. I mostly have vessel screwdrivers, but not a lot of vessel bits. So I'm interested in people's feedback on that. Continuing on, again, he's got the drywall dimpler, it looks like over there, along with some Knipex and some snap-on, spring-loaded tool. And again, we're going to see all these in a minute. Here's the bulk of the inside of that bag. So again, the TPLD, when you look at this, it's kind of like the SBLD, except for instead of having that back compartment, everything is kind of up here in the front. You've got it all kind of put together. I don't think it lets you separate the stuff near as well, but it's still a really nice bag. So he's got PB Swiss, Vessel, Vera, looks like DeWalt, Knipex, Weehaw, Vera Jokers, Knipex. So pretty much a lot of different brands in there. Again, we're going to see these here in a minute, but just to give you an idea of a loadout on this bag, you've got that there. Up here, we're starting to look at the stuff on the outside. So again, it was a snap-on flashlight. I was pretty sure that's what he carried. He also has being PB Swiss dedicated slotted Knipex needle nose, the Milwaukee, that I don't even know what you call that type of screwdriver. I've never owned one as much as I do electrical work, but Klein's got one too. A lot of people use them for receptacle covers. Again, he's also got the thermostat screwdriver from Klein, Knipex electrical installation pliers with the comfort grip, ProFlex nailing pad, Baco, and then again, there's those vessel bits right there, the torsion zone or whatever it is that they call them on that. Let's see what they call them. Impact ball, that's what it was. I think DeWalt's got the torsion zone. So he's got those there. Here is his DP3. So he's got inside of there the Jersey Discount Tool Company boot on whatever it is that he's rocking, along with the battery cover as well. The 5.5 of the Vera slotted right there. That's a phenomenal screwdriver with the laser tip if it's got the laser tip. And then he also has a Milwaukee number 2. Looks like Milwaukee fastback, and then a pair of some kind of plier. So here's those tools out. I want to say that this looks like it's the Surge. I think he has the Surge. He also is carrying a Martinez micro square, so he's got that as well. I absolutely love that square. I've got the one that's got the level on it. I think this is actually the titanium. It is. So I didn't go titanium because I'm not real rough with mine. I kind of wanted the titanium, but at the same time I wanted that little bubble level, and it wasn't really an option. Stiletto pry bar, Pika 3030 as well, and a Milwaukee 16-foot tape measure. Some different drill bits over here. So that's what's all in his DP3. Here is his tool belt with some pouches as well. So he's got I believe that's a Martinez hammer. I'm not a big hammer person, so I'm pretty sure that's a Martinez, but I'm not 1,000% sure. That's not a tool that I use enough that I spend a ton of money on mine. Again, there's another Pika 3030 vessel screwdriver, a couple of those it looks like, along with a pair of pliers. Also has, looks like, Milwaukee miter saw in the background. So he does have Milwaukee battery-powered tools, miter saw, table saw. So P, I'm interested in your feedback on the Milwaukee table saw. You know, the miter saws, I have those. I absolutely love those. I've just never been sure if going up to that battery-powered table saw, if it would be worth it for me. And then also, if you do use it and you like it, is it because you run 12 amp hour batteries and stuff like that in it? Let us know what batteries you run in it if you like it. I'm curious about that. So again, he has that. Next picture, again, here's more of his tool pouches. He's got a stiletto pry bar as well. He's also got a stiletto square right there. That one does have the bubble level in it. And then he's got Pikas in both sides of his bag. Tape measure. Here's some of the stuff that's down inside that bag. So yeah, it is for sure a Martinez hammer. Let's see, Knipex lineman pliers, or actually not lineman, but combination pliers. And that is a 7-inch stiletto square. Tajima chalk line. I absolutely love my Tajima chalk line. It works really well. 25-foot tape measure there. We'll go on. So that's the end of his pictures. I'm going to go ahead and go back and show you these one more time, and then I'm going to show you what he sent me in an email to explain how he uses these things. So again, here's all the stuff that's in his TPLD along with his DP3, and then also his belt bags. But there's those 2 bags right there. Now let me get all the way back to his email. I think I took out everything that was kind of personal. So he said, I saw the most recent video has updated loadouts, so I thought I'd share my updated one too. Updated to the TPLD from the TPMC, which it's actually, he came from the TPLC. That was what was in his last video. He said, I took out the new tools that I have replaced in my bag, and the rest is all original. And then he says, to be more specific, my loadout, as I said, is I do custom building and in between some bigger high-end remodeling. So my TPLD and my DP3 are my grab bag and my go bags that are always with me when doing remodeling or when we are at the finishing stages of a home, like plumbing, electrical, hardware, miscellaneous stuff. And then the tool belt is when we're doing framing, sheathing, siding, and roofing. And then also the belt consists of an Occidental comfort belt and a pair of Acribus bags, I guess that is, R1 HD Mini and the LT. So that's his bags. That's his tool belt. That's what they are. That's how he uses those things. So again, P, I appreciate you sending in your new loadout. Again, we can look at those bags, especially that TPLD. That's a newer bag. A lot of people are looking for loadouts on those, wanting to know what kind of tools fit in those. So maybe that helps somebody out. But again, appreciate you sharing that with us. The next person that we're going to look at is John's Xterra. He was back in episode 8. So the very next episode, we're putting these two kind of together. He had a tough built tote in that episode, and in this episode, he's got a Vito TPLC. So he went into what P came out of. So we're going to go ahead and check out his loadout, see how his tools fit within there, and see if we got any questions for him. But let's go ahead and jump into his tools. So in picture number 1, again, it is a TPLC. We can see that here. We'll go ahead and keep on moving on. He also, on the back side, looks like he's got his tough built drill holster hooked onto there, holding his M12 right there. So we can see that. Going on to the next picture, here's the front side with the flap open. That flap is the only thing that I'm totally missing on my SBLD. But he's got his tools neatly stacked in there. I can tell that he could probably tell exactly if he was missing something. They're just put in there exactly right. So a really good look right there. Going into the next picture, we can see that bird's eye view. So he's got several Klein screwdrivers, looks like the Klein tester, Milwaukee torpedo level, looks like a lot of Klein plier handles in my opinion as well, along with possibly some channel lock ones. So we can see all those. Going over here, he's got a meter in this side, along with some Sharpies, looks like some keys, also electrical tape, red, green, and white, so we can see those there. Next picture is the other side. He's got a Milwaukee light along with the 25-foot tape measure. One more in, so here's all those tools in that bag. We'll start over here on the left. Looks like he's got his Milwaukee 1505. The meter was a Klein meter. He's got also an Ideal non-contact voltage tester. Klein circuit tracer right there. Again, still the favorite one in my opinion of all of that type right there. Works really, really well. Up at the top, he's got, I don't know what that screwdriver is. It's the red and the black handle off the top of my head. But he does have the Klein. I think that's either the 14-in-1 or the 27-in-1. Couple different bits right there. One looks like a Malco. Over here we got some Sharpies, some Carpenter pencils. He's got the Ideal conduit reamer. I think that also has like a wire nut tightener on the other side of it as well. Couple different pairs of channel locks, so that is what those blue handles were. Dual screwdrivers, I can see that there now, so that's what those are over there as well. The Klein Impact 11-in-1 along with a couple insulated drivers. I think that those are maybe Ideal strippers. I think maybe he actually sent me those. I can't remember what the number is on those, but it was either him or someone else said you should try out the Ideal, and I think it's got a T in the name of it. I don't know off the top of my head. I've got it in my wish list, so I'd be able to look it up, but I don't know right now. But I remember somebody telling me they absolutely love those strippers, so he's got those. He also has the Klein SAE hex keys right there, along with, again, an M12 Impact with a high output battery. Going on down, here's another M12 light. I've never had that one in particular, but it actually uses M12. I believe those might be Klein, but those actually could be, them might be dual right there, the red ones on the far right. I think that those are Klein to the left right there that are red handles, but I'm not sure about those right there. I want to say they're Klein though. I just can't see the little Klein logo, and because he's got some other dual stuff, it might just be throwing me off. I know those are Klein lineman pliers. He's got a pair of Milwaukee strippers, and then also some Ideal cable cutters right there, and then again the Milwaukee torpedo level. So lots of tools. Again, TPLC is a very small bag, but look at how many tools he's able to fit in there. That's why I think it is a phenomenal bag for a small bag. Again, if you want to run a small bag, big bag combo, or just a go bag and you don't want it to be overloaded, I think the TPLC is a very good bag for that. So that's how he's running his. So we'll go on to the next picture. Oh, I didn't know he did this. That would have been nice. I should have looked. So we'll just scroll through these. I basically already looked at them anyway. So here's just more up close of all these tools. It just shows you I should probably pay more attention before. But again, I try not to look at these as much as possible because I want to see them kind of the same time you guys are. So again, here's just more up close. Here's some of his tough built clips along with his key ring. And then he also is running the Olight Arcfeld Pro. That's the one with the green light, UV, and the regular light. And then again, the Milwaukee 1505, my favorite EDC type knife right there. Here's down inside that very front pouch. So he's got some nut setters and then also a bit holder right there. And then here is the TPLC showing up on his bag. Here's the empty bag right there in case you've never seen that. That's basically your pocket layout. And again, you're able to see that with this picture with the pocket layout spread out. I think that's helpful because once you put tools in a Vito at the very beginning, it might be a little bit stiff for a very short period of time. I will say the Vitos are really good about that. But then kind of once they get opened up, you can actually see how much room you truly have inside of some of those pockets. Quite a bit of room inside that bag. So here's his tough built pouches. These are the other things that he carries. Again, there's his M12 with some bit holders and stuff like that. And then here is another pouch over here with his main tools in it probably that he wears and uses the most. And that's got his dual screwdriver, his insulated, those strippers, the lineman pliers, that Ideal conduit reamer, and then also a Milwaukee torpedo level. Has that there. Here's a different view of that one right there. And then that's his last picture. So again, I'm going to go back through these, let you see his new loadout one more time. There's the bag empty. Here's kind of the tools that are inside of that TPLC. Here they all are spread out. And then here they are inside the bag in case you want to see that kind of loadout. I think that picture right there is probably the most helpful. But the thing I like about the TPLC is when you're not using it, it's closed up. It looks really good. But that's John Xterra's new loadout in his TPLC. Again, a really great bag, lots of nice tools in there. I think it's for sure it would be easy if this was a guess the trade to say electrical. All his tools definitely scream that. We'd probably be saying we need to narrow it down a little bit more, say commercial, residential, you know, those kinds of things. But again, appreciate you sending those in, John. Also want to thank P for sending in his TPLD and his DP3. Really great loadouts there as well. I like the reload episodes just as much as the guess the trades because it's still tools, it's still tool bags, it's still loadouts, so we can always learn something from that. Whether it's a new tool, a way that we might load out our bag, whatever it might be. But I hope this video was helpful in some way. Hope it was useful. You guys stay safe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video.